The words you speak about yourself are some of the most powerful tools you have to shape your reality. What you say becomes what you believe, and what you believe drives your actions. Speaking life over yourself means intentionally choosing words that build you up, inspire you, and remind you of your potential. It's not about ignoring challenges or pretending life is perfect. It's about affirming your ability to overcome those challenges and thrive the obstacles. Too often we become our own worst critics. Think about the way you talk to yourself when you make a mistake or fall short. Would you say those same things to someone you care about? Most of the time, the answer is no. So why do we allow ourselves to be so harsh, so unforgiving? Speaking life over yourself means breaking that habit. It's about choosing kindness, patience, and encouragement for yourself, just as you would for a friend or loved one. The way you start your day sets the tone for everything that follows. Begin each morning by speaking life into your goals, your vision, and your identity. Look in the mirror and declare who you are. I am strong. I am capable. I am worthy of success. These statements might feel awkward at first, especially if you've spent years tearing yourself down. But over time, repetition turns them into beliefs. Just as negative thoughts can take root through repetition, positive affirmations can rewire your mindset. Speaking life over yourself doesn't mean ignoring your weaknesses. It means framing them in a way that empowers you. Instead of saying, I'm bad at this, try saying, I'm working on getting better at this. Instead of, I'll never figure this out, say, I'm learning and growing every day. This shift in language transforms how you approach challenges. It replaces defeat with determination and self-doubt with self-belief. One of the most powerful aspects of speaking life over yourself is its ability to break generational patterns. Maybe you grew up hearing negativity, people telling you what you couldn't do, what you weren't capable of, or how you didn't measure up. That doesn't have to be your story. By choosing to speak life over yourself, you're rewriting the script. You're setting a new standard for how you think, how you speak, and how you live. It's also essential to speak life over your future. Don't just focus on where you are right now, declare where you're going. Say things like, I'm building a life I'm proud of, or my hard work will pay off. Visualize your goals and let your words reflect that vision. Speaking life over your future creates a sense of hope and direction, reminding you that your current circumstances don't define your destiny. Another critical part of this practice is protecting your self-talk in moments of failure or frustration. When things don't go as planned, it's easy to fall into a spiral of negative thoughts. I messed up, or I'll never get it right. In those moments, stop and redirect your words. Say, this is a learning opportunity, or I'm growing stronger through this. Speaking life isn't just for the good days. It's most powerful on the hard days when you need it the most. Finally, speaking life over yourself isn't just about words, it's about belief. Words are the starting point, but the goal is to let those words shape your mindset, your actions, and your identity. Over time, you'll notice the shift. You'll feel more confident, more resilient, and more aligned with the person you want to be. Speaking life over yourself is a daily discipline, a commitment to nurturing your potential and refusing to let negativity take root. What you feed your mind shapes how you think, feel, and act. Just like your body depends on the quality of food you eat, your mind depends on the quality of the information, energy, and influences you allow into it. Controlling what you consume means being intentional about what you listen to, watch, read, and surround yourself with. You have to take responsibility for the mental diet you're feeding your brain, because what you consume, you become. Think about the content you engage with every day. Are you scrolling through social media that's full of negativity, comparison, and drama? Are you listening to people who constantly complain, criticize, or tear others down? All of this is noise, and it can weigh you down without you even realizing it. The thoughts you allow are like seeds. They take root in your mind and grow. If you're consuming negativity, fear, or doubt, that's what you'll see manifest in your life. Your environment plays a huge role in what you consume. Who are the people you spend the most time with? If they're always focused on problems, it's going to be hard for you to focus on solutions. If they're full of self-doubt, it's going to be hard for you to believe in yourself. You need to surround yourself with people who inspire, challenge, and uplift you. Seek out those who encourage growth, who celebrate wins, and who push you to be better. Remember, your circle is either feeding your dreams or starving them. The music, movies, and shows you watch also have a massive impact on your mindset. It's easy to underestimate the influence of entertainment, but it sets the tone for your emotions and thoughts. Ask yourself, does this content align with the person I want to become? If it doesn't, it might be time to make a change. Replace mindless consumption with intentional choices. Listen to podcasts that teach and inspire. Watch content that motivates you or broadens your perspective. Feed your mind with what fuels your growth. Books are another powerful tool in controlling what you consume. When you read, you're not just learning new information, you're rewiring your brain. Choose books that align with your goals, whether it's personal development, financial wisdom, or stories of people who overcame adversity. A good book can shift your mindset in ways that a lifetime of negativity cannot. Make reading a habit and let it become a daily source of inspiration and learning. Social media can be a blessing or a curse depending on how you use it. The key is to curate your feed. Unfollow accounts that drain your energy, make you feel less than, or fill your mind with negativity. Instead, follow accounts that inspire, educate, or make you feel empowered. Set boundaries on how much time you spend scrolling. Social media is a tool. It's up to you to decide whether it helps you grow or holds you back. Even your thoughts are part of what you consume. Pay attention to the internal dialogue running through your mind. Are you constantly replaying fears, failures, or doubts? If so, start feeding your mind positive affirmations and empowering thoughts. When negative self-talk creeps in, counter it with words of truth and encouragement. You have the power to choose what thoughts you entertain and which ones you reject. Finally, controlling what you consume is not just about avoiding the bad, it's about intentionally seeking out the good. Fill your life with things that spark joy, excitement, and curiosity. Spend time in nature, connect with people who inspire you, and engage in activities that challenge your mind and spirit. The more you fill your mind with positive, uplifting influences, the less space there is for negativity to take hold. Fear is a powerful emotion, and it has a way of paralyzing us when we let it take control. It whispers doubts in your ear, magnifies your insecurities, and convinces you to stay in your comfort zone where it feels safe. But the truth is, fear only has the power you give it. The antidote to fear is action, and every step you take forward weakens its grip on you. You don't have to wait for the fear to go away, you just have to move despite it. Fear often stems from the unknown. You're afraid to take the next step because you don't know what's on the other side. Will you fail? Will people judge you? Will it be worth it? These questions can keep you stuck. But the only way to get answers is to act. Taking action gives you clarity. It turns what if into what's next and transforms uncertainty into lessons learned. Fear feeds on hesitation, but action cuts through the fog and shows you what's possible. One of the biggest lies fear tells you is that you're not ready. It convinces you that you need more time, more preparation, or more confidence before you start. But the truth is, confidence doesn't come before action, it comes from action. Every small step you take builds momentum, and with that momentum comes belief in yourself. You don't need to have it all figured out before you begin. Start messy, start scared, but start. Sometimes fear disguises itself as perfectionism. You delay taking action because you want everything to be just right. But perfectionism is just fear wearing a mask. It's fear of failure, fear of criticism, fear of not being enough. When you let go of the need to be perfect, you free yourself to try, to fail, and to grow. Action isn't about getting it right the first time. It's about learning as you go and improving with each step. Fear also thrives in your mind when you focus too much on the big picture. The idea of tackling an entire goal or overcoming a massive challenge can feel overwhelming, and that overwhelm can stop you before you even start. The solution is to break it down. Focus on the next step, not the entire journey. What's one thing you can do today to move forward? When you take small, consistent actions, the big picture becomes less intimidating and fear starts to lose its power. It's important to remember that fear doesn't mean you're weak or incapable. It means you're human. Everyone feels fear, even the most successful people you admire. The difference is they don't let it stop them. They've learned to coexist with fear and move forward anyway. You can do the same by shifting your perspective. Instead of seeing fear as a sign to stop, see it as a signal that you're stepping out of your comfort zone and into growth. Another way to replace fear with action is to reframe the way you view failure. Fear often keeps you from acting because you're afraid of falling short. But failure isn't the opposite of success, it's a part of the journey. Every failure teaches you something valuable, and every lesson gets you closer to your goal. When you embrace failure as a stepping stone rather than a roadblock, fear loses its sting. Take the leap, knowing that even if you fall, you'll get back up stronger and wiser. Finally, action is the only way to create change. You can plan, visualize, and think about your goals all day, but nothing happens until you take that first step. Fear wants to keep you in the same place, but action moves you forward. Even if it's just a small step, it's a step closer to where you want to be. And with each step, fear shrinks, confidence grows, and you prove to yourself that you're capable of more than you ever imagined. Setbacks are an inevitable part of life, but they don't have to define your story. Every great success has a chapter filled with struggles, failures, and challenges. The difference between those who rise and those who stay down isn't the absence of setbacks, it's how they respond to them. Turning a setback into a comeback is about mindset, resilience, and a willingness to fight back when life knocks you down. It's not about avoiding failure, it's about using failure as fuel for your next victory. The first step in turning setbacks into comebacks is accepting the setback for what it is, a temporary moment, not a permanent condition. Too often, we let failures feel final, as if they're the end of the road. But setbacks are just a pause, not a stop. Acknowledge what happened, but don't dwell on it. Recognize that this moment is a part of your journey, not the whole story. Accept it, learn from it, and prepare to move forward stronger than before. Setbacks often feel devastating because they shatter our expectations. You planned for success, but the plan fell apart. You worked hard, but the results didn't match your effort. When this happens, it's easy to fall into the trap of self-pity or blame. But instead of asking, why did this happen to me, start asking, what can I learn from this? Every setback carries a lesson if you're willing to look for it. Maybe it's teaching you patience, resilience, or the need to adjust your strategy. Whatever the lesson, embrace it is the key to your comeback. Of the most powerful ways to turn a setback into a comeback is to shift your perspective. Instead of seeing the setback as a failure, see it as feedback. It's not a sign that you're not capable, it's a signal that something needs to change. Maybe you need to refine your approach, develop a new skill, or try a different path. Viewing setbacks as opportunities for growth transforms them from obstacles into stepping stones. The very thing that knocked you down can become the foundation for your next breakthrough. Another critical component of a comeback is resilience, the ability to keep going even when it feels impossible. Setbacks test your resilience by challenging your ability to bounce back. This is where grit comes into play. Resilience isn't about ignoring pain or pretending everything's fine. It's about facing the difficulty head on and choosing to move forward anyway. It's about reminding yourself that no matter how hard it gets, you have what it takes to rise again. Turning setbacks into comebacks also requires a clear vision of where you're headed. When you're in the middle of a setback, it's easy to lose sight of your goals and get stuck in the frustration of the moment. But a comeback starts with refocusing on your why. Why did you start this journey? What's the bigger picture? Your vision becomes your anchor, pulling you forward even when the storm feels overwhelming. Let your goals remind you that the setback is just a detour, not a dead end. Another essential part of a comeback is taking action. It's not enough to sit and wait for things to get better. You have to make them better. Even small steps can create momentum. Maybe it's reaching out for advice, trying a new strategy, or simply getting back to work. Action disrupts the paralysis that setbacks can create. It shifts your focus from what went wrong to what you can do next. Every step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to your comeback. Finally, turning a setback into a comeback is about choosing belief over doubt. Setbacks have a way of shaking your confidence and making you question your worth or abilities. But a comeback starts with believing in yourself, even when the odds seem stacked against you. Believe that your story isn't over, that your potential is greater than your circumstances, and that you have the strength to rise again. That belief, combined with action and resilience, turns setbacks into comebacks and transforms failures into the foundation for future success. Gratitude is more than just saying thank you. It's a mindset, a way of seeing the world that shifts your focus from what's missing to what you already have. When you practice gratitude, you train your mind to notice the good, even in the midst of challenges. It's not about ignoring problems or pretending life is perfect. It's about recognizing that no matter how difficult things may seem, there is always something to be thankful for. Gratitude has the power to change your perspective, your mood, and ultimately your life. One of the most profound effects of gratitude is how it rewires your brain. When you make it a habit to focus on the positives, you strengthen the neural pathways associated with happiness and contentment. Instead of constantly scanning for what's wrong or what you lack, your mind begins to naturally gravitate toward the blessings and opportunities around you. This doesn't happen overnight, but with consistent practice, gratitude becomes your default lens through which you view the world. Gratitude also has a way of grounding you in the present moment. So much of our stress and anxiety comes from dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. Practicing gratitude pulls you back into the here and now, reminding you of the beauty and value in the current moment. Whether it's appreciating the warmth of the sun on your face, the sound of laughter, or even the simple act of breathing, gratitude helps you reconnect with the present and find joy in the little things. Another powerful aspect of gratitude is how it shifts your perspective on challenges. When life gets tough, it's easy to focus solely on the difficulty and lose sight of the lessons or growth that come from struggle. Gratitude doesn't deny the pain, but it helps you see beyond it. It allows you to acknowledge what you're learning through adversity, how it's strengthening you, and the ways it's preparing you for future success. Gratitude transforms obstacles into opportunities for growth. Relationships also thrive in the presence of gratitude. When you express appreciation for the people in your life, it strengthens your connections and fosters deeper trust and understanding. Too often, we take the people around us for granted, assuming they know how much they mean to us. But when you make it a point to voice your gratitude, whether it's for their kindness, support, or simply their presence, you create a ripple effect of positivity that deepens those bonds. Gratitude isn't just a private practice, it's something that can be shared and spread. When you express gratitude openly, it inspires others to do the same. A simple thank you or heartfelt acknowledgement can brighten someone's day and remind them of their own reasons to be thankful. Gratitude has a contagious energy that uplifts everyone it touches, creating a cycle of positivity and encouragement. One way to practice gratitude consistently is to keep a gratitude journal. Each day, take a few minutes to write down 3 things you're thankful for. They don't have to be big or profound. They can be as simple as a good meal, a kind word from a friend, or a moment of peace. Over time, this habit trains your mind to seek out the good in every day. Even on tough days, you'll find that there's always something to appreciate. Finally, gratitude reminds you of your resilience and the abundance in your life. It shifts your focus from scarcity to sufficiency, from lack to plenty. When you practice gratitude, you realize that you have more than enough to move forward, to overcome, and to thrive. Gratitude helps you see that no matter where you are on your journey, there is beauty, growth, and strength in every step.